Hi, everyone. It's Keith with Life Hacks for Seniors with Keith, back again with another video. And today I'm going to focus on the men in my audience, specifically grandfathers or fathers with sons that they're bringing up today. My son just turned 31, and he sort of still fits into this category of giving assistance. But I'm mostly wanting to focus on the younger men who are growing up that I keep seeing videos on YouTube about how they have a very low testosterone rating. They're not very active. They're not very physical in their life. And they live in basements of parents and they play on video games all day long. And I know that's a stereotype to some extent of the generation that's coming up, but there's a lot of statistics surrounding it that prove it to be true. So what I thought I would do today would be to try to talk to men about doing men stuff with the men in their lives, whether that's a son or a grandson, or even a great-grandson, depending on how old you are. I'm 78, and I think I have grown to a place where I have a good relationship with my son through all the activities, the failures, the successes during our time together. But I want to encourage you to do things with them that maybe they're not getting in any other way. Granted, their sports abound. They're everywhere in all kinds of schools. But how involved are you with them in those sports? Do you go to the gym with them? Do you lift weights with them? Have you shown them how to lift weights? You don't always want to have them learn this from their peers because they can learn a lot of bad habits. What about cars? I know today's cars aren't as easily worked upon as the ones when we were kids. I had a 57 Ford and a 65 Mustang that I had a lot of fun with my dad. Have you done any hunting? Done anything with guns? All boys should have gun safety information. They should learn it from you because you are someone that they will trust to have good safety. Do you ride bicycles with them? Do you ski with them? Those are things that I've done with my son. I took him on a few really long rides when he was young, and I think I ruined him on bicycling, but we've got some good stories, some good memories that we can look back on. But young men struggle with some of these things because they don't have anybody to do them with. Fathers and grandfathers need to step up their game. We need to get involved with these young men and help them accomplish things in their life so they can see success early. Knowing what success feels like makes it easier to achieve later on. They can't be sitting in a basement staring at a computer screen all day. They need to be off their phone, even when they're at dinner or playtime with you. Get them where they're doing hiking and camping, and go to car races if you've got them in your area. Learn about things like tools and equipment and clothing. There's lots of things that young men could be taught about in these areas. My dad had a lot of things that he taught me when I was a little boy. And not so much little. I mean, I had a paper route when I was younger. I delivered to the papers in our small village. Had to do them on my bicycle. I mowed lawns in the summertime when I got old enough. I had 6 or 7 lawns in the village that I cut on a weekly basis. And then mom and dad set up a bank account for me for the savings that I was earning so that I could see how finances worked. When dad and I worked on the cars, I learned how to change the oil and how to change spark plugs, how to change an air filter. They were things that he and I could do together. And I learned at the same time how to do all those activities. Not so much that you can do them on cars today, but it's a matter of you learning to have togetherness with them and bonding with them. And those were just really great things. We went fishing together. We went hunting together. I learned how to shoot a shotgun hunting pheasants and shooting deer. And I learned the safety and the discipline surrounding all of that. Dad even in the village that we lived at. We had a creek that ran through not too far from the village, and he took me down to the creek one day, and we sat down on the bank, and he talked to me about the birds and the bees, and I couldn't have been more than 12 or 13 years old. But he took the time, and he didn't rely on a school to teach sex education. He did it. And I so was amazed by his ability to do that. I went to summer Bible school in our village. I joined 4-H, which I don't even know if that's around anymore because I didn't have Boy Scouts in my area. Sports in school is always encouraged because it teaches discipline and they learn how to bond with kids in their own area. Dad did his best with what he knew. And I hope I'm doing the same. We never really know, do we? Until they grow up and they show us whether they've learned anything from us or not, from the morals that we can teach them, from the stories of the experiences that we've had. Dad taught me a lot of things just about his childhood from the stories that he told me. Try to build memories with these boys when you're doing these activities. Be positive, be happy. Let them see that a man can be grown and work and still play and be happy and be positive. That you've got to be a good role model to these young men. Grow your relationships with them over time. I hope that the relationship I've got with my son is good today as it'll ever be. I love being with him and being around him and talking to him about the challenges that he's getting in life, even at age 31. This is something that doesn't stop when they turn 21 and they move out of the house. It goes on for the rest of your life. He has a daughter now that he's going to have to do the same things with. She just turned 3, and he's watching her grow so fast. It's amazing. Make it part of your day or your week to check in with them, talk with them, have a conversation about what's going on in their lives. I think that giving them kudos and encouragement will help them grow. It's a lifelong process. It's not something that happens overnight, and it shouldn't. You should be involved in their lives as much as they will let you. I know teenagers are always difficult and don't really want their dad or their grandpa around, but in the long run, they'll appreciate it when they look back and they've got memories of being with you and discussing things with you. So be patient with them and be loving, but be strong and show them what good strength is all about. I don't know if this has helped any of you. I know that it's something that's been on my mind for a while because I see so many YouTube videos about young men struggling. Don't let that happen in your family. Take a proactive stance and talk with their mom and dad if you need to and let them know what you're going to do because I think they need to understand it. And maybe you can draft the father of your grandson and have him help you do these things. So anyway, Life Hacks for Seniors with Keith. It's a little different one today, huh? Have a great day. I encourage you to get out with your kids and have fun. Bye-bye.